from the Lakeside newsroom of the Henrico Citizen, your hometown news source since 2001. This is the Henrico News Minute with publisher Tom Lapis.
Potential plans for the future of Lakeside are unveiled, and if it feels like trains passing through the Staples Mill Amtrak station are often late, there's a good reason for that. We'll tell you about it in today's Henrico News Minute. For Tuesday, September 2nd, 2025, we'll see a high of 80 today under partly sunny skies. The News Minute is brought to you today by Get Organized RVA.
And now for the news.
Well, the community of Lakeside's prime location in the center of Henrico County, just north of Richmond, makes the corridor an opportune area for more business and some additional housing, according to planner Mike Watkins, who was recruited by Henrico County to help redesign the potential future of Lakeside during a 4-day charrette last week at Lewis Ginter Botanical Garden. On Thursday, Watkins hosted the final night of the event and presented his tentative proposal, which likely will not be finalized until November 1st, according to Henrico Planning Director Joe Emerson. It included a somewhat controversial measure for residents, reducing the 4-lane areas of Lakeside Avenue to just 2 lanes, which would allow for new bike lanes, as well as a median with small trees, some street parking, and more continuous sidewalks with trees planted for shade. The intersection of Lakeside Avenue and Timberlake Avenue also would be a perfect place to connect new bike trails to the corridor, according to Watkins. He's also proposing 4-way crosswalks added to 2 of the major intersections, as well as a floral-colored design that would help Lakeside rebrand itself as Henrico's Garden District. You can read much more about the plans that resulted from last week's charrette right now on our website from our government and education reporter, Leanna Hardy. You can find that at henricocitizen.com. If you commute by train from the Staples Mill Amtrak station, you may feel like your trains are often late, and that's because they typically are. Last year, almost 465,000 passengers traveled through the station, making it the busiest Amtrak facility in the Southeast. There are 10 routes that pass through, but at a meeting last week of the Virginia Passenger Rail Authority, officials spotlighted the chronic delay issues on Virginia regional and long-distance trains, including many of those that come through Henrico. The VPRA owns 400 miles of rail corridor and manages all administrative and fiduciary responsibilities for Virginia's state-supported Amtrak passenger rail service. Among the nearly 250 long-distance trains tracked by the organization between May and July that passed through the state, the Floridian route was late 91% of the time, while the Silver Meteor was late 68% of the time, and the Palmetto and Carolinian were late half the time. Regional routes that passed through Staples Mill were a little better during the same time frame. The Newport News route achieved a 58% on-time rate, while the Norfolk route achieved a rate of 53%. Officials attribute many of the problems to Union Station in Washington, D.C., which is controlled by Amtrak. Officials said that trains are coming out of Union Station extremely late into Virginia. You can read much more about the state of train travel in Virginia and Henrico specifically right now on our website from our Community Vitality reporter, Dina Weinstein. The Henrico County judge last week sentenced 2 Crewe, Virginia residents to lengthy prison terms for the 2023 killing of 30-year-old Julian LaShawn McClenny outside the Whole Foods Market at West Broad Village in Shore Pump. Judge L.A. Harris sentenced Deontay Markel Winston, 35, and Katoya Laquan Brown, 37, to 60 years each for their roles in the fatal shooting. Both were convicted in May of first-degree murder, use of a firearm in the commission of murder, and 4 counts of felony child neglect. McClenny and his girlfriend were visiting the Short Pump area on September 2nd, 2023, exactly 2 years ago today, to celebrate his birthday and his girlfriend's parents' anniversary when they encountered Winston panhandling aggressively in the area. After a confrontation, Winston pulled a gun and shot McClenny during a struggle. Brown was waiting nearby in a van with her 4 children, retrieved her own firearm, and shot McClenny again 2 more times. He died 3 days later at a hospital. Today's Henrico News Minute has been brought to you by Get Organized RVA. If you're in the need of a home or business organization, let Get Organized RVA calm the chaos. They create a calm and functional space for you and your belongings, allowing you to devote the time and energy to what matters most. Visit them online at getorganizedrva.com or call 804-905-8475.